I am live. Once again, I was live early this morning on Life, Relationship, and Reviews, and I am back at it again. Eunice Butterball. What's up, brother? Counter punch to you. Stuart, counter punch to you. Let's get it on. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what I can show, or not show, but uh, I can let you guys hear versus what I can't. Okay, so we got a lot of stuff to cover. I have some amazing videos that are coming right after this. So, so we got the live stream along with three other videos. Yeah, three other videos here. I see Eubank and Ben had a little confrontation. I got a video on that too. It is lit. Those guys are very much so continuing their father's legacy by making their own legacy by fighting each other. That's what you call a generational grudge and a generational rivalry. That's what you call that. You know what I mean? So, Stuart, I definitely look forward to that. Connor Ben looks a lot wider, don't he? Looks a lot bigger than he did before. He was a little small thing. Now he's kind of, I seen his back got some definition to it. You know what I mean? Because you can see his back and you can see Eubank's front. So yeah, he definitely looked a lot bigger than he did or he has been in the past. So there you go. I'm looking forward to this. I wonder if we've seen anything different. I was in a car uh traffic jam yesterday. Eunice Butterball, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Hello there. So I seen a little bit of Eddie Hearn, and Artur had a few words. So they had a few words and talking about what was going on and all that good stuff, and and of course the uh, narrator commentator tried to kind of spring up some stuff because Artur, Dmitry, they're not shit talkers. They don't talk stuff. So since they don't talk, it's hard to kind of bring anything out of them that's out of the ordinary that could actually sell this damn thing. What you need in this situation is a passive versus a passive fighter or an aggressive fighter, a shit talker versus someone that doesn't talk at all. That's what you need. It's almost like in a relationship where you got one person that don't really talk a lot versus the other person that's a motor mouth, but together they somehow come together simply based on the fact that, you have to have the yin and the yang. In this, you have the yang and the yang. You don't have anything, or the yin and the yang. Right? Skrilla 50, what's up, brother? Counterpunch, you the man with the wrench. Beterbiev will knock him out. Man, I have some good stuff, bro. Some good stuff to talk about. Let's see. Where are we at? Let's see. Where are we? Sure that's okay. Your channel is up to 90K. Very good. Let's go gays. Make 100K. Let's go gays. Make 100Ks. Bars. you know?
I mean, this is what's taken us back. This is the reason why we have aligned our companies with the path and the strategy of Riyadh season, because we believe in it. We think it's changing the sport. We think it's outstanding for the sport. Our fighters are benefiting. Our businesses.
Yeah, you need to speak for yourself, dude.
We're struggling really.
I know that's right.
A disadvantage or a negative about what we are seeing in our sport right now.
Sorry, one last one, Eddie, to you before we go to Frank. You've promoted Dmitry Bivol for years, right? How long have you tried to make this Beterbiev fight? Would it have been possible without Riyadh season to make this fight?
So, we've been looking at this fight for the last 3 years, really. He's been unifying, he's had mandatories, Beterbiev. But the issue with this fight is, it's a real fight fans fight. And what that means is commercially, it's not as big as Canelo against Bivol or, so therefore, the fighters sometimes don't receive the purses they deserve for a fight of this magnitude. This is a generational great fight. This is a fight, the best light heavyweight fight for decades. But what happens here is His Excellency is investing in the fight. He's giving the the fighters what they deserve in terms of the financial reward. And would this fight have happened? Maybe. But what happened was it happened instantly.
That's the difference,
And
isn't
it
it?
happened in
It's
24
crazy.
They
hours.
got paid more.
Exactly. Of course. Oh, I mean,
I gotta tell you guys something. Like the way Turkey Al-Sheikh throws that money around, it just shows you how if you want something done, it will get done. It also shows us that a lot of these guys, they were so unwilling to take risk and chances to make good fights. That explains why the fights never happened in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let that marinate with you guys. Let me turn it back up.
Everywhere, Vegas and everywhere. That's what's happened in the space of a year. All these great fights, and what we got on Saturday is one of the fights. As Eddie's saying, what is it? A couple of decades, maybe 20, 22, 23 years, whatever it may be, since the last unification fight between two undefeated fighters. One has a perfect record, 20 fights, 20 knockouts. The other one's undefeated, 23 fights undefeated. Great styles that make a great fight. And the last time we had a unification, all the belts on the line, was Tyson against Usyk. And look what a fight that was. And here we got another one. This is outstanding. And these fights certainly would not be happening if it weren't for His Excellency Riyadh season and the investment that's been made into this. It's just amazing. What is happening here now is set an agenda, set a scene for the future as well, because it doesn't end on Saturday night. It continues. You look what's coming up, the Latino fight in November. You go to the 21st of December, the rematch. Next year we're announcing, it's already let the cat out of the bag. We've got another 5v5. So that's going to be something special again. And it just goes on and on and on. And if you're a fight fan,
now check this out. Stuart, Warren is on a roll. You bet your ass he is. And you know what fighter he's representing? He is representing Artur Beterbiev. So Artur times one of them right hands and catches Bivol. That's what's going to happen. Eddie's going to be like, fuck it out, right? That's what's going to happen.
It's all Magimov Nick surprised everyone against Terence Crawford.
but that is an absolute war. I mean, obviously a big night for Ukraine again with Alexander Usyk and Bohachik. You know, for me, I thought he beat Virgil Ortiz that night. It could have gone either way.
He would think that because that's Oscar's fighter, isn't it?
Against Crawford. But that, to jump straight back into that fight for both of them, is what Riyadh season's all about. It's another 50-50 fight, a massive fight for their career. I let Frank talk about Moses, Johnny Fisher, you know, great platform for him, going to bring hundreds of fans. Of course, there'll be thousands of British fans travelling for the show as well. For me, when I look at it, I can't stop thinking about and talking about Dennis McCann against Peter McGrail, because we made that fight in about, between Matcham and Queensbury in about 10 minutes.
Wow.
Then we had to speak to the fighters, and it took less than 24 hours.
Wow.
Like, that is such a great fight. British and European super bantamweight championship between two of the best young fighters in the country. I can't wait for that.
Both of them really want it as well. I was going on both of their socials and they're both eager for it.
It's a brilliant fight. And, Frank got Moses on in a
You've got Johnny on, two heavyweights that could eventually
even Isaac
meet.
Lowe, Lee McGregor, great little fight. I mean, it's a fantastic card.
there's 8 Brits on the card.
It's not bad,
8
is it?
British fighters on the card. And, and I echo everything Eddie says about the Dennis's fight against McGrath. That is a cracker of a fight. 2 belts on the line. It was ordered by the EBU and the Border Control. So we got it done, and the fans are going to be in for a treat with that. Moses, he's stepping up.
Yeah.
Dempsey's only lost 1 fight.
Hergovich, yeah.
Hergovich, who we see Hergovich in action against Daniel Dubois. So you know how dangerous he is early in the fight. And he was undefeated going to that fight, which was the interim title. And the fight with Dempsey, I believe, was an eliminator for the world title.
Yeah.
Final eliminator for the world title. So it's a big step up for a teenager, a 19-year-old guy. And we're going to gauge from where he's at this stage of his career in fighting. It's a crack.
So get this. Lee Foster, I can't believe you did either. But I'm thankful. Thank you, YouTube, for sending a notification to Lee Foster. I hope you do that to the rest of the 97 or 800 or 89,999 other subscribers. You know what I'm saying? That would be dope, you know. But no, I am grateful that you got the notification. Those are the kind of things that keeps me going because honestly, you know, when you work as hard as I do and then you seeing the more subscribers and the more people are interested in the channel, and then the less you see notifications or the less people say they get less notifications or notified not, it gets you discouraged. It really does. So, you know, I just want that to be known that that is good news. That is positive news. That is forward progressive news. Okay. Progressing news. All right. So,
You've got the Fury Usyk fight coming up. There is options for him. I don't think there's a right or wrong decision, honestly. We'll have to just see what happens over the next couple of weeks.
Either way, British fight fans, world fight fans are in for a treat. All right, let's get back to matters at hand here. We had the press conference yesterday, Artur Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol. I've never seen Beterbiev angry until Eddie got him angry.
What they say, we want to make fight with Eddie? No? Yeah, he called you arrogant. Why you do that? He called you arrogant. It's really can be, but I can...
They hit us with one of those commercials. That's great. Thanks. Right when he was going off. Okay. So we're about to start again.
Yeah, for a whole lot of options for...
Maybe today, maybe. I don't think it would be a tough fight. You need a real
I think
challenge.
you're not good condition now.
I mean, terrible.
Yeah?
But I think you need to switch on for this guy.
Okay. You talk a lot.
That's my job.
Yeah.
You should try it.
Okay.
He said you should try
Let's see
it.
it
Saturday.
This Saturday.
Hey, you hear Eddie? See, Eddie's trying to get up under Beterbiev's skin. That was a slick way to do it. Yeah, you should try it. You know what I mean? You know, okay, you know, okay. I will kill you. I will kill you with my right, with my fist. I will take you out. I will take you. Hey, this is my Beterbiev impersonation on the fly. You know, you talk a lot. I would kill him and take him down and eat him for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's what I do. Back home, I would take him and kill. Bill was like, well, you know, I don't like to fight to personal. I like keeping professional. I don't know.
In that 30 seconds, and he's lost 6 fights, and he's very funny. He's got a great sense of humour. You want to see that more. We did it with Crawford as well. So sometimes our job is just to poke the bear a little bit and get talking points. And also, if I can rattle him a little bit, I mean, I've had a few people saying, God, poor Dmitry. You know, what have you done there? But, you know, Dmitry said to me, I've not seen him like that before. He was a little bit rattled, wasn't he? So, listen, it's all fun and games till the bell goes. And then we can just sit back and say, over to you. I'm just disappointed, I might say, that I turned around while this was all going off and I looked at Fraser Clark for a little bit of help and he went to me, you're on your own, son. I didn't have much backup.
No one wanted to back you up.
And it will be exciting. For them, the excitement, where they come from, where they originate from. Who wants to be the boss?
Yeah, you're right.
You got all those...
School of 50, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, you know, I try. This is what I do. You know, if I'm not on a set, if I'm not traveling, if I'm traveling, you know, like I travel next week. Well, not next week, the week after. And I will be in the Caribbean. So I will be doing video after video after video after video there too. So, you know, it will be lit. Okay. And I will go live there, you know, and you guys are all welcome. I can't wait to reach out to you guys when I leave the States, you know. That's my leisure, right? What's your prediction? Competitive LXC, right? It's better BF by knockout. I mean, it's just better BF by knockout. You can argue that Bivol could outpoint him, but I think that would be it. It's only 2 ways. Bivol by decision, Beterbiev by knockout. I mean, realistically, I predict Artur Beterbiev will take him out like he's done everyone else because I don't think he has a cap when it comes to finding a way to stop you, drop you, make you quit, or make someone else throw in the towel. That's what I think about Artur Beterbiev. He's not going to stop until something happens bad to you that stops you from fighting or continuing. That's what happens. He's not accustomed to it. He's not programmed for it. He doesn't condition for a 12-round fight as far as just being complacent in going 12 rounds. No, he doesn't have that mindset. I don't believe any of that shit. I don't train for a knockout. I just train to win. I don't believe that at all. I think he's lying. I think that's exactly what they do. You see all that handstand stuff. How does he do it? All that handstand and all that conditioning of the wrist and all that. Bro, all that is conditioning to knock you out, to strengthen his arms, to strengthen his tendons, to strengthen his fists, his knuckles, his strength, to knock you out. It doesn't matter. Lee Foster, I did see. Wait, Kurt, did you see Chris Eubank Jr. dressed like a Saudi with a sword? No, I didn't. I didn't see that. So, but I am telling you guys, that's what that's about. Don't believe Artur Beterbiev. That dude he's coming to knock you out. He ain't coming to outbox Bivol. I don't think he can anyway. I know Bivol fights like he fights. He doesn't get confused like AJ or Tyson or any of these other guys that try to mix up styles and don't know what to do all of a sudden. No, he knows exactly what he's doing. He's been doing it since he was 9 years old. He's been killing and crushing and beating and dropping people since he was 9 years old. In fact, including the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, which he beat in the amateurs also, Alexander Usyk. He said he's coming for him as well. He said he's coming for Alexander Usyk, and he heard that Alexander Usyk is going to cruiserweight after he beats Tyson Fury the second time. It may not be any heavyweight that beats Usyk. It may be a cruiserweight that beats Usyk, someone he's already fought before, someone that he's also defeated, someone that's also defeated him. Okay, so I want people to understand Artur Beterbiev's motives. His motives is to get revenge. His motives is to crush, kill, and destroy. That's what he comes to do. He ain't coming for all that other stuff. Don't be fooled for that. No. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see. No. He's ready to destroy you. That's what he's coming there for. He ain't coming for nothing else, people. I'm sorry. He ain't coming from nothing else. Matthew Branch, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Counterpunch to you, sir. Okay. They're just talking and getting along and high-fiving and fist-bumping Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn and Ade Aladipo, right? Those guys are just commentating, showing their best of speaking skills and all that good stuff. So they're sitting there chopping it up, having a nice little powwow where we get down on our trench talk, okay? Jose Chavez, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Where you been? Good to see you, bro. So it comes out that Fury didn't even spar for Usyk in case the cut open for any thoughts, Kurt. Bro, I just finished the video. I will show you the thoughts when the video drops. Bars. Kurt, I think Eddie might have motivated Beterbiev yesterday with his comments about him being arrogant. I think he pissed him off. I don't know if that will help him or not. I don't think it will make a difference either way because Beterbiev is instinctively vicious. He's instinctively vicious. That guy, look, Bivol's a beast. Take nothing away from Bivol. I got a couple shorts about Bivol and Ben Davison. I have a lot of things that's brewing, okay? Because I've been working hard this morning. I ran and walked 9 miles this morning. So I'm back, bro. I'm about 86.6%. I got a little raspiness in here. But other than that, I am fine. I feel great. I feel strong. I feel fit. And I'm ready to get back into action like I was. Because a lot of times, bro, I didn't even feel like getting out of bed, to be fair. But I did anyway. So... I don't think Beterbiev needs motivation. He is a machine. Yes, St. Don, I agree. Kurt, that wrist conditioning by Beterbiev was some Bruce Lee type shite. Yes, it was. Vincent, I agree. I mean, bro, I got so many videos. I have 5 videos coming behind this live stream. So I want you guys to stay tuned to the channel, and I hope you guys get a notification. God bless YouTube for that, innit? So, Beterbiev is a rabid animal. That dude is crazy. And it's crazy. I've never seen anyone that quiet that does that type of damage. Even someone like Terrence Crawford, you can get under Terrence's skin. He's just quiet. He's just not a clown like, hey, he doesn't do that, but he will get mad. Beterbiev, I think it's maybe the way they conduct themselves in Eastern European I think that's pretty much like a passive way to be pissed off. You know what I mean? Like some people show that they're mad, but they don't show like, you know, they ain't doing that. They're more like, yeah, I see. To talk that. Yeah, okay. Talk that. Meanwhile, in his brain, he's thinking, I'll destroy Eddie and his fighter across this ring. But I'm gonna wait to get paid because I want my family to eat. I want my team to eat. I want everybody around me to eat, and I'm going to eat him alive in the process. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I found it weird that no fighters spoke about sparring Fury, not one. Well, I mean, there were fighters that fought Fury. I mean, that just here's the problem. Fury himself didn't spar anymore past that. So yeah, you heard about him. You just didn't hear any more about him sparring, which was smart. You know, I still believe Fury can do it in December. I mean, do you guys understand that that fight was close? Do you guys understand the fight was closer than like the AJ fight? You guys understand that like Tyson Fury did his job. He just got caught. Look, here's the problem. I look at that more controversial as something like Daniel Dubois hitting Alexander Usyk below the belly button. That's not that controversial to me, really, because the ref ruled it a certain way, and other guys and other fighters, other ex-fighters, other referees, everyone had what they said about it, and it was 50-50, but I just didn't look at it like that. Okay. No, not sparred after cut. I know this. It was probably best Fury didn't spar. Look at the state of him after a few rounds. Fury was winning up to round 7. I don't even know if he was winning up to round 7. I can tell you this. He started winning rounds. He didn't win the first round, maybe the second. I think he won the third, the fourth, and the fifth. You know what I mean? He was doing well. Okay. He was doing well. I'll say that. Oh yeah. They're showing Shiraz right now. Shiraz just destroyed this kid. I felt bad for the kid because he came to fight. You could tell he came to fight. He just couldn't handle those long arms, those heavy long arms, bro. It was it was crazy. It was crazy. Kurt, is the AJ rematch legit? Yeah, it's legit. It's legit. That's what everyone wants. Daniel's gonna get paid. Man, I'm so happy for Daniel Dubois, bro. Daniel Dubois is a kid in this game. Daniel Dubois has totally 360'd himself, or 180'd, or however you want to call it, right? He has totally turned his life around to where it was to where it is. If you think about last year around this time, where was Daniel Dubois? Daniel Dubois was the triple knee quitter that couldn't take shots and had a weak mentality. Remember that? Because this is October, okay? This is before he fought Jarrell Miller, right? So he was looked upon as a quitter. Squilla 50, Beterbiev a certified ass kicker. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, listen, I look at this fight as a very good fight because I see these guys showing the best of what they can do in this fight. You know what I mean? We're either going to see a fight like that, or we're going to see a one-sided ass whooping, or a fight that you're going to be like, oh, we may see like a Dubois versus Joshua. Something you never thought that would happen. Man, I thought he was better than that. Yeah. Artur Beterbiev said this, and he quoted Mike Tyson. He said, everyone has a game plan until they get punched. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Unpopular opinion, Bivol is going to make it look easy. Complete domination by him. Okay. And if that happens, people will be disappointed because people will think that Beterbiev would have and should have found a way to get those shots off, to get those big punches in, to get them through, to do what he normally does. Okay, so it is what it is. It's a 180. If you do a 360, you're starting back from the original spot. There you go. Counter punch, Dukes of Sound. If you had to choose or pick a boxing style, who is your favorite of all time? For me, if I had to pick one, not because I like Mike. I like the peekaboo style, bro. It's just, but that's for him. He's a short, compact, bulky, mobile guy that was able to do those things. Me, it would probably be more of a style like it wouldn't even be Muhammad Ali. It would probably be more like Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying? Not Vlad or AJ, because those guys, they don't know how to fight on the inside. I'm a better inside fighter than that because I know how to fight on the inside. I know how to scrap. You know what I mean? My left hooks, my uppercuts are tight. They're not long and rangy and stuff like that. I don't need leverage. I can catch you right up on you. You know what I mean? And I can generate power from here, from my hips, and come up. I can do that, me personally. But that's been just so can Lennox Lewis. So if I would pick any style, it would be Lennox. If I could, if and regardless of that, Lennox don't like me at all. He calls me flaky and he doesn't like me. I would want Lennox Lewis to train me. I would want to train with Lennox. I would want to train with the Lion. Now that's weird to say, isn't it? You know. Oh, just notice you left-handed. No, I'm not left-handed. But my left hook, you would swear that I did pick up a pencil or a pen and start writing my left. I'm not. I'm right-handed. But let me tell you, if you were to test or to check my left hook and see which one could hit, my right or my left, which one do you think? Let me tell you what I used to do, right? Let me share something with you. When my first kid was born, my first kid was 8 pounds, 13 ounces. She was 23 inches long. God bless her. God bless the mother because she had a natural. Understand. Skrilla 50, he would. He would show me the floating rib shot. I used to carry that child, and she was like, I don't know if she was just spoiled. Maybe she was, because she was a healthy baby, good eye, coordination. And, she was a very smart, inquisitive child. And she used to cling on to me like a damn koala. And I used to carry her like this, and she used to just wrap around me, and I used to hold her like this. Meanwhile, I'm holding her so long with my left that it created, the bigger she got, the more, I had to put pressure and strength into holding her up, right? And what I noticed when I would train, that left hook was stronger than ever, holding my daughter's big, heavy, solid boned ass up. Because she had some heavy island bones, bro. And this kid was definitely heavy. And her mom breastfed, and her grandmothers, they were diabolical. They also fed her Infamil. So she had a double dose of milk, bro. And her mom found out. She was pissed because she just wanted to, of course, breastfeed her child because it's more healthier for the child, right? Instead of the formula. So, I held this child, my daughter, just sit there, and I'm holding this child, and she would sit there, and that left arm would hold like this in this position, and it made that left arm stronger. So when I would throw that left hook, bro, I would take guys out with that left. And I noticed, like, oh shit, and I was getting bigger too. Like, I was not 168 or 175 no more, or 182. I was like 206 because when she gave birth to my child, I was like, okay, cool. I'm bigger now. I got bigger. I got a bulkier dude, which I wish I kind of would have stayed about 200 or two. Now would probably be 220. That would be ideal for me. So just keep it a buck. But yeah. But man, listen, that's what I noticed about that. St. Don looks like the Saints manager is going to get the sack. Kurt, I feel like the fix will look like Triple G versus David Lemieux. Just an unexpected masterclass. No. David Lemieux was a hard, heavy-handed guy, but he really wasn't tested by somebody like Triple G. If you look at something like Triple G and you look at the whole idea and in comparison, Mama Lou, what it do, bars, the comparison of someone like, David Lemieux versus Triple D. You know, Triple D has lost 5 amateur bouts. Okay, he's lost 2 professional bouts in his career. He's had 1 draw, which was actually a win to Canelo Alvarez, and he's fought a lot of fighters and he beat up a lot of people and he was avoided a hell of a lot. David Lemieux was just one of those proud guys that was able to have enough balls to get in there and fight Triple G, and he showed, and Triple G showed experience, and he showed also wisdom. See, he didn't go in there knowing or thinking like, I'm gonna go and fight fire with fire. No, he went in there and boxed David Lemieux because that was the most intelligent thing to do in the ring with someone that punched like that. See, David Lemieux had a puncher's chance, but that's all he had. He had all the disadvantages. He was shorter. He had shorter arm length. He just couldn't reach. He had a little T-Rex arm, so he couldn't really do much. And he wasn't really as mobile as someone like Tyson, so he couldn't get those punches in. Triple G picked him apart. This ain't that kind of story, bro. Artur Beterbiev was there when Bivol came on the scene as a kid, as an amateur. They were on the same team, but Artur Beterbiev was a lot older, and he was a lot more mature, and he was a lot more experienced. So this is totally different than what you're talking about, comparing David Lemieux to Triple G. No, that's an insult. You'll see tomorrow. We'll all see tomorrow, to be fair. You just turned up. Not sure what's been said. Thus far, Bivol will win. Okay. Tony Lyons, I gotta respect that. I love that. We all don't supposed to agree, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna get some air. It's hot. It's hot because I think the weather outside is actually turned up. Welcome to the South. Welcome to the South. You know. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Lemieux had short arms. That's true, bro. They were like T-Rex. They were like T-Rex. Okay, and now we're starting the official weigh-in. So that's a good thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's warm out, dude. It's definitely warm out. Oh, yeah. That's what I wanted to avoid. AJ Triple D rematch.
Yes.
Damn, that looks cloudy. It's dark over here in the UK. Can't say that here, man. I mean, we don't like it. It will be because of the hurricane, You know, the hurricane will jack the weather up. So the hurricane, like Milton is terrible.
Let's welcome, coming to us from Sucre, Colombia. His professional record, 3 wins with 2 defeats. Here is Jesus Gonzalez.
Jesus Gonzalez. Okay. You getting the tail end of wins, Kurt. Yeah, well, kind of. What I'm worried about is if it's going to hit Florida like that, even though I'm not even flying out to that part of Florida, but I am flying out of Florida. I wonder how that's going to affect the fights, and the Caribbean overall.
Now let's welcome from Riyadh, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, making his professional debut, Mighty Mohammed Alakel. First to the scale, we welcome Jesus Gonzalez. 131.6 for Jesus Gonzalez. Now to the scale, Mohammed Alakel. 131.6 for Mighty Mohammed Alakel. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two compete tomorrow in a scheduled 4-round international lightweight contest.
What a moment, Barry, from Mohammed Alakel. Obviously, look, born in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, representing the country. I mean, this is something special for him that he's going to remember forever. What happened?
We had a real nice day today in the UK. Been hot and still it's nice. I'm in my car, sunroof open, chilling. How's that hurricane, Kurt? I've not watched the news since it was said it's coming. Well, it's the biggest one they've ever reported. A lot of people are rumored that it's man-made. You know, I don't know how true that is. I don't know.
Doesn't say much, very shy,
But,
what a moment for him. Let's hear
I mean, the
from
weather's
Alakel.
been beautiful here, bro. I mean, you got Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, then you got Florida. So it's hitting through the Gulf. So, you know, that could have easily went to New Orleans. It could have easily went towards Alabama, you know, or Louisiana, New Orleans. So, you know, I just got Undisputed. I'm going to play it after this live stream. Still at 50, man. Dude, listen. I'm gonna pick it up probably today. Man-made. Didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't either. You know, friends was talking about it, so I don't. You know, I just hear people talk.
Trained by Joe Gallagher. And I think you said this as well, Darren. Joe wouldn't train him if he didn't see anything in him.
Yeah, there's a big opportunity for the young man to be his flag bearer. Saudi Arabian boxing.
Our next 2 fighters competing tomorrow in a scheduled 10-round contest. It will be for the IBF International Light Heavyweight Championship. Let's first welcome the challenger, coming to us from Sheffield, England. He brings a professional record consisting of 23 wins, 6 defeats, with 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former Commonwealth champion, Liam Cannonball Cameron. And now let's welcome the defending champion from Darlaston, West Midlands, England. Undefeated with 8 wins, 5 of his 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Also a 2020 Olympic silver medalist. Here is the reigning and defending IBF International Light Heavyweight Champion, Ben the Surgeon Whitaker.
Ben the Surgeon.
First to the scale, we welcome the challenger, Liam Cameron. 174.6 for the challenger, Liam Cannonball Cameron. Now to the scale, the defending champion, Ben Whitaker. $174.9 for Ben the Surgeon Whitaker.
Well, they definitely make weight, so that's a good thing.
Looking forward to this one. I don't mind a fight that has a little heat. And this one got a little heated, Barry, at the press conference yesterday.
Yeah, well, it's because a supreme confident athlete, you know, he loves to do his talk and he knows what he shows in the ring. But Liam Cameron is a no-nonsense fighter and he won't stand for it. Really confident for the way he's come from and what he's come back from as well to produce some good performances, even in defeat. You don't fancy you can celebrate with you, who's I think, a real world-class talent, but still untested at a higher level. This is a real step up here for Whitaker. But if he's going to be Darren, this should be a good night.
I like this fight. I like this fight, Barry. A good clash of styles. The incredible backstory of Liam Cameron. The exciting talent that is Ben Whitaker. The future very bright for this young man. He is in a real fight with a hungry opponent in Liam Cameron.
We know he's hungry. Is he good enough? That's the question to compete with Ben Whitaker. We're going to find out tomorrow night. Ben Whitaker in incredible shape. So is Liam Cameron. So, and they're still talking. They're still yapping, these two.
I got that. Ben Whitaker's good for boxing because he's polarizing character.
Oh man, they talking, bro. Look at Ben. Ben putting his finger in his face, telling him like, I promise you, I'm gonna do something to you.
And he does that. He expresses himself in that way.
Crazy.
So he's a very, very man-like fighter, but I think it works for him. You know, he transcends the sport, and he might be a future star.
Floyd hasn't been on a video game in a while. I mean,
let's see if Ben Whitaker can walk tomorrow. We are going to hear
I have mixed reviews about that, mixed opinions about that, man. I just don't. I think any boxer that fought, I think any boxer that done something in the sport, I think they should be. Okay. This is what I feel about boxing games. I think boxing games, and I know it's a lot of politics involved and a lot of trademark bullshit, but I think boxing games should not have made-up fighters. I think every fighter that ever existed should have some type of legitimacy or name. Like Gary Bergeron of New Orleans, the New Orleans Bulldog. He was a real fighter. He doesn't fight now. He's been in like 30-some fights. He's lost half of them, but he's still a real, and he was a real legitimate official fighter. He wasn't made up, right? And I think they should be.
I can see that heart beating out his chest, but at the end of the day, the work's done, the talking's done. It's go time tomorrow.
And what have you got planned then for the next 24 hours before this big fight?
Go back to the hotel, play a bit of Uno.
Love Uno.
What can I say? Then whoop that boy tomorrow. That's how we're going.
Thank you very much. Good luck, Ben.
Thank you, man.
This man say play some Uno and then whoop that boy tomorrow. Now ain't that something? Chris Eubank is overrated. I hope they add to their roster through the next few months. Well, as long as they can patch and put things into play and, you know, and add more fighters if fighters come available, I think that would make more sense. Like, you know, I think like fighters from yesteryear, everybody that's retired that put their life and their health in jeopardy should be on that, you know, especially someone that's deceased. Why not put them there? Jersey Joe Walcott, Archie Moore, Floyd Patterson, Sonny Liston, George Foreman, Rocky Marciano, Jack Johnson, Gene Tunney, Jack Dempsey. You know, guys like that. And I think you should have, and they should have their signature or whatever they had. And I definitely think that those guys should be implemented on all the games. They should have index of fighters that you can select and pick from, that you can either download. All you have to do is download the particular fighter if you wanted that fighter from that era. That's the kind of video game that I think it should be more advanced. If it was more like UFC, you would be able to do that just like that. So Charlie Burley. Anyone see Conor Ben and Usyk today? Yeah, I did. Swoop phones. Now got the zone on one phone. Kurt on this. Check this, the zone. Ain't took my money for over 4 months. That's weird. Hope they don't do an audit and hit you all at one time. Because, they may do that if they figure out, their server's still on your thing. Yeah, it did get heated, a little shove, little back and forth between Conor Ben and Chris Eubank. Chris is more like that passive one, you know what I'm saying? He's more like his daddy. He's more passive and, professional and, whereas Conor Ben's more like an animal. He's more aggressive. He wants to show you, you're not like that, mate. Whoop you, mate. You're lucky, mate. Yeah, he's, Conor Ben reminds me of a guy that I went to school with named Eric Davis. Kind of looks like Eric Davis too, eyes and way he was short, but he could fight and he was mean. He was a thief, but he was, he was my friend. But Eric Davis could fight, bro. Every time you looked around, Eric Davis was fighting somebody. Conor Ben reminds me of Eric Davis. When I think of Eric Davis, I think of Conor Ben. Even when I met him in Vegas, I met Conor Ben in Vegas when I was covering the Linares-Haney fight, okay? And it was crazy. When I met him, that's the first thing stepped in my, because, you have to take into account, I'm 6'2" tall. I'm a big dude. So when you see someone that size, you're like, Conor Ben, he's like 5'7", 5'8". You know what I mean? You're like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? He's a welterweight, so he's damn near 100 pounds minus me. I'm a lot smaller now because I've lost weight, so which is a good thing. And that's the point. I'm trying to lose this extra whatever, because I want to be solid. But anyway, that's who he reminds me of. I don't think Eric has tattoos. I could be wrong. I haven't seen him in years, so a few years. So I hope he's doing well. I noticed the other month thinking, why am I still able to watch it, but I ain't complaining, though.
This isn't just a normal fight, Raven. This is the first ever female world championship in Saudi Arabia. How does it feel for you to be making it?
They got the ladies just weighed in, Damn, she looks good. Raven Champagne. Or no, Raven Chapman. There's nothing sexier than a fit woman. Not too fit to the point where she has nothing but nothing. You still got to keep you still got to keep your wholesomeness, man. You can't get too skinny to the point you don't have nothing like you used to have. You know what I'm saying? So you have a lot of people that just don't know when to stop. Sometimes overtraining can cause you to age faster just based on the amount of collagen that you're using, right? I think Sky gonna win. Sky fit. Alicia Baumgartner is super fine. Yeah, she's fine. And then she got everything she needs. She's not like a track runner. All like the track runners, they got, their legs, their hips, their, you know what I mean? Their calves, they're real, they're real consistent. They're real fine, but then they ain't got no breasts. So you're thinking like, okay, well, what happened to breast? It's almost like your body depletes that because it doesn't need it, So Jack, Flojo, bro, Flojo I had a crush on Flojo since I was a kid, bro. I thought something was wrong with me because I'm like 5 or 6 years old looking at these women like, man, she look good. You know what I mean? I'm 5 or 6. Normally 5 or 6-year-olds played with Tonka trucks and G.I. Joes and He-Men, which I did, but also seeing what a fine woman looked like too at that age, bro. So I was like, man, she's fine. You know, Kurt, does this fight have a rematch clause? Matthew, I don't know. That's a good question. You know, we don't really hear a lot about of the particulars and the details. We don't hear about that no more. Remember, that's all we heard about. Oh, the fight's done, but wait a minute, they're stuck on the rematch clause. So, Kurt, have you done Bivol Beterbiev prediction video yet? Aaron, I did, man. Check it out. I did it a few days ago. It's like 11 minutes, so it's a good read. It's a good video, so check it out. Please and thank you. They burn all the titty fat off. Yes, ain't done. I think they do, bro. Gotta have tits on a chick. Oh man. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, that's it's crazy, man. I dated a girl like she was fine. And I noticed like she was fine everywhere, so I thought. And she had a padded bra. I was like, wow. I mean, that didn't stop nothing though. You know what I mean? Didn't stop nothing. Tits and ass is a must. I heard that ain't done. You know? Man. Grandmaster beat Jordan or LeBron? Jordan all the time. Kurt, you keep a bad chick with you. I do. I mean, that's just kind of like now. Last 10 years, yeah, I mean, it's just what it is. Probably before that, I was involved in a serious relationship. Well, a couple serious ones, I'd like to say, but yeah, man. Kurt, if I go to America, I would like to go to the swamp in Louisiana. No, I feel you, man. Like Lee Foster, man, you came to America, like you came to Louisiana. I would like to take that trip with you, dead ass. Like, I haven't went to Grand Isle yet. Grand Isle is America's only beach because we have, for the most part, swamps, alligators, bayou billies, swamp people. Get him, boy, get him. Get him, boy, get him. That's where people catch the bulk of their alligators, bro. It's a feeding ground for alligators in swamps, and it's a lot of brackish water where fresh water and seawater come together. So yeah, we don't have beach like set. They don't have that down there. They have swamps, bro. This is Louisiana. This ain't Florida, and even Florida has swamps. Just depends on, they have a lot of theirs in the Everglades and the Glades. But yeah, it's crazy. Gator is very good to eat. I love alligator, bro. Here's Chris Eubank. Measures and hit Bivol to the body and lands a left hook. Bivol is covering up. Beterbiev 6th and 9th round. Yeah. Bro, I'm trying to tell you guys, Eddie Hearn is going to be 0-12. And it won't be his fault, and I don't know why. Like, you got guys like Oscar. Hey, I told you, Eddie, you're the worst promoter ever. You're going to see him. After Beterbiev destroys Bivol, knocks him out in a valiant effort, Bivol, but he'll get knocked out. You're going to see, guess who? It's me. You're going to see him. And I'm like, dude. And it would be different if Eddie was one of those type of guys that like preyed on other promoters' downfall. Okay. Listen, if he don't get knocked out, he wins the fight.
Eubank Jr.
Chris Eubank made weight.
These two competing tomorrow in a scheduled 12-round contest.
He does win, my bro. Okay. Man, I wish you the best. I just don't agree. He will. I think Beterbiev is going to knock him out. I think he's going to do what he's all doing.
159.12. I don't know if you guys heard when Frank was in the studio with Eddie Hearn and myself.
Gator meat in supermarket here called Iceland. Never bought it, but should try.
To knock out Christian Jr.
He's obviously not a fan. That might make the fight a bit more spicy because it's on paper, it's one-sided fight. But this is a fight though. He did a comeback fight like this. He's been on for a long time. So it's important though. The win is we think we did. We're not sure. It's important that he performs. If he underperforms,
Artur is like the Joker of boxing promoter. I'm edging to Beterbiev as well, Kurt. I just think I don't think Bivol. I mean, Bivol can fight forwards, backwards. And don't get me wrong. I think if anybody can do it, it's him. So would I be just surprised if Bivol outboxed Beterbiev? No, not as. I won't be just like upset. No, you can't say upset with somebody with these two guys with these type of accolades that it took years for this fight to come together. Yeah, for Batman. Yeah, he is. And he's like he's pissed, and it's like something else is going on with Oscar. You know.
Chris has literally just said to me, we're doing an interview, I'm going to take my shirt off. So we've got a shirtless Chris Eubank Jr. Chris, you've embraced this culture all of this week. Just tell me what fight week has been like for you.
It's been a roller coaster, but it's been fun. It's been, the weight cut went well. The interviews went well. The press conferences went well. Everything's gone perfect. Now all we'll have to do is get in that ring, do what I've been preparing to do my whole life, which is take guys apart in style.
I was going to say, it's not just about winning, but making a statement tomorrow night.
It's not looking sexy. That's it. That's all I got to do.
And just finally, I have to ask you about the Conor Benn incident. From your point of view, what happened today?
From my point of view, that little insect is a coward. He waited until I was cutting weight, dehydrated, and malnourished to come and step to me. And he showed his true colors. But at the end of the day, I'm not worried about Conor Benn. I'm not thinking about that guy. I got to go out there and I got to deal with this tough opponent in Kamil Gazarmeta. After I've dealt with Kamil, Conor's next.
Good luck tomorrow night, Chris.
Okay. There's the
I
words.
was going to ask the question, what next if he does get past
Hey, you know, he said he called Conor Benn a coward.
Look, there are still a couple of hurdles to get over. Potentially, we are going to see Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. at 160 pounds, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's got to happen, I think. It needs to be put to bed. The rivalry, the bad blood needs to end, and it only ends when you get in the ring and you compete. It's a fight I'm all in for.
Yeah, Kamil Gazarmeta first, though, for Chris Eubank Jr. Maybe Conor Benn next.
It will be for the IBF Cruiserweight Championship of the World. Let's first welcome the challenger coming to us from Manchester, England.
I can see Beterbiev walking through Bivol's punches like Dubois walked through Hrgovic's and AJ's. He didn't walk through AJ's punches, bro. AJ just didn't hit him. I don't agree with that. I think that's different. AJ just didn't hit him because AJ already got chin before he could hit him. It's just the same like Francis didn't catch AJ. I think he caught him with one grazing left hook at one point. But it wasn't nothing that connected flush. It was more like an arm punch. But AJ had already caught him with that shot that put him down. It was a time shot. So it's the type of shot that will knock you out because AJ had the distance, he had the leverage, and you know what I mean, and the punch placement to end his life. So, I mean, it was the right time and the right place. 2 years ago, Beterbiev definitely wins, but now it's tight.
You're sitting in a session with a client when you hear the door to the waiting area open and close. It's 5 minutes until your current session is over.
Let's now welcome to the scale the challenger, Jack Massey. $199.12 for the challenger, Jack One Smack Massey. Now to the scale the defending world champion, Jai Apataya. $198.9 for the defending world champion.
Dude, nah, man, they're definitely understand why they call them cruiserweights, bro. These are big
When
dudes.
this fight was first announced, what, 2 months ago, I think a lot of people are like, it's not Chris Billiam Smith. A lot of people weren't that interested in it. All of a sudden,
And Massey's bigger though, bro.
glued to the TV.
He's bigger than Jai Apataya.
I think it's a really good fight. People think Jack Massey's just going to be blown over are going to be mistaken. Apataya has the ability to do that. Let's not forget it. But also, you know, Massey's a really good, well-structured fighter. He's tough. He showed that against Joseph Hagen, of course. He's technically quite good.
Jai Apataya's I think Jai Apataya's a maniac too. He got those crazy, like, I'll kill you eyes, dude. That dude looks like he will hurt you, like in a very serious way.
I really like this fight. You've got the reigning champion.
Yeah, Tony, he's locked in, bro. You can tell he's locked in. He's.
Jack Massey looking to realize the dream of becoming a world champion. He truly believes in
Nigel Benn and Chris Eubank Sr. will hate each other while in a nursing home. Little Ben and Chris Eubank will hate each other in the sandbox.
He's on stage with Tom Grisham.
I'm here with One Smack Jack. A lot of hype, obviously, around Jai Opataya. Are you buying that? Is he as good as everyone seems to think he is?
We'll see on Saturday night. Tomorrow.
Being a clown for coming up to Eubank like that. He probably ain't seen him since. You know, I mean, if you have the opportunity, whenever you've seen Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn in the same place. You know what I mean? So I think it was, I think it was an opportunity, and he took it.
If it does go to rounds 11 and 12, how prepared are you to step up there and finish it?
I always finish strong. Every fight I finish strong, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to drag him into deep waters, and that's where I'm going to get him. I'm going to punish him.
Can't wait to see it. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
All right, Liv?
Thanks, Todd. Jai, I mean, did you hear what Jack said there? He thinks by getting in the ring, being himself is enough to beat you. Do you think that's enough to beat you?
Man, I'm pumped. You know, I'm ready to put on a show. We've done the trenches. We've been in the hard work. I'm ready to go to war.
He says if it gets to the latter rounds, that's where he's going to get you.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Skills pay the bills. You know what I mean? It's all. Everyone wants to be a tough guy.
Quad life. What's up, brother? Kind of punch to you.
It has been pretty respectful between you two.
Feeling good, man.
But it's more than just a belt. It's about taking that belt home to your daughter, isn't it?
It is. It's for our families. I see the look in his eyes. He's got that same hunger, so it's going to be a good fight.
Good luck on Saturday night.
Potentially, maybe a few pound-for-pound fighter there in Jai Apataya. These are the challenges that he needs to get through in order to jump into that conversation.
This is like I said yesterday, this is the semi-final of such. You got Ramirez versus Beterbiev.
Quad life. I appreciate you, brother.
They're on a collision course. I've got to say though, when Olivia was talking to Jai Apataya, his eyes were saying, "Get away from me." You know, his eyes just tell a story that I want to fight now. That's the menacing. That's the thing that we all be wary of him. He was a real fighter to have. But as you mentioned all week, skills pay the bills. He's got to go back to what really got him to a world title shot, and that was his boxing ability, not just raw aggression.
All right, it is a couple.
Renee Pereira. What's up, Renee? That ain't a big to be. Damn, got cut. Mr. Maria in the building.
Tomorrow in a rematch. It is scheduled for 12 rounds.
Oh yeah, this is Clark versus Frazier.
At WBA International Heavyweight Championships. Let's first welcome the challenger, coming to us from Burton-on-Trent, Staffordshire, England.
Look at Sam Jones back there. Sam Jones, he's funny. He's a funny guy, man. I like Nigel Benn. I think he beat Chris in the second fight.
Coming by way of knockout, here is Frazier, the Eraser Clark.
Frazier, the Eraser. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this, man. All right, get that T-Pain stuff out of here. Get out of here, T-Pain. I ain't paying you no money, dude. My heart says Usyk, my head says Fury this time.
Commonwealth at WBA International.
I really hope Clark wins because Fabio's smelling himself far too much here. In the group chat, he's saying when he beats Clark, he's looking at the top 5. I don't know about the top 5, but I mean, he should fight someone like
First, we welcome to the scale the challenger, Fraser Clark.
all his people and family. I get the family saying he's world level.
Out to the scale, the defending champion, Fabio Wortley. .6 for the defending champion, Fabio Wortley.
Then ain't Padilla. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Padilla, I feel you. Like Tank's.
30 pounds difference between the
I mean,
champion
he's
Fabio Ward, who came in at 241 pounds.
and Tank can punch. It's like I think he wants to be comfortable. But that's what happens when you give these fighters all this money and then like they ain't really fought a lot of people. You know, you start talking about his resume and you're like, oh, he'll knock you out. It's like, bro, you got to fight those guys. I mean, he fought Ryan because he knew he was going to make money off Ryan. And Ryan has so many holes in his defense. That's why he's constantly changing trainers.
Has that magic of making you fight this fight from the first minute of the first round.
Who makes the correct adjustments from that first fight? Will Fabio
Yeah, this face-off is intense, dude.
But less reckless? Will Fraser Clark look to mix fire with fire? Will he stick to his boxing? So many variables how this fight can be won and lost. Brilliant, brilliant contest.
I don't think Ward makes any adjustments. Honestly, I don't. I think this is how I fight. He's going to go through it again.
Yeah, that nose cut was bad, bro. You could still see it, bro. It's all jacked up still. You better see Carl Froch. I mean, Carl Froch is a surgeon after this. Probably take his whole damn purse.
War. Absolute war.
It really is. I can see Fabio Ward already ready to speak to Liver Bazagla, but we are going to go to Todd Grisham and Fraser Clark first for him to get his shot, and I can see. It's just, you know, I've said the winner of this has got an argument to get into the top 15 world ranking. How far off are they?
Yeah, I think you're all right. They're sort of way off of one box for a world title, but they'll get to that and then start picking off the fringe contenders. I think and in the heavyweight division,
Julian Falcon, everything's good, man.
You know that. Just a couple more wins, and you're there.
All right, let's hear from the challenger, Fraser Clark. He's with Todd Grisham.
All right, Nick Fraser, fight earlier this year, a fight of the year candidate. What's the build up to this fight been compared like to that fight?
Been a good build up, you know. I think two good characters, me and Fabio. We've done what we can out here.
That nose cut came from a table leg and the scare of his cheek from a Stanley blade.
A barn burner beat down like it was last fight, or do you think this will be more definitive in your favor?
Wait a minute. That nose cut came from a table leg and scare of his cheek from a Stanley blade.
said in one of your previous interviews, it comes down to who's improved the most. What will we see in the ring tomorrow night that you will show us that you've improved?
Dude, this is crazy. I got Chris Eubank Jr. 50%, Connor Ben 50%. I've never seen an even fight like that.
Thank you very much. I mean, no secrets on Fraser. What are we going to see change from your game in particular, Fabio, from that first fight?
Yeah, look, me and the team we've looked at the tape a lot of times, and there's some minor adjustments to make. I felt like I had a lot of success with the way I fought, that first fight and the way it went. So yeah, there's going to be some adjustments, but look, with me, you know what you're going to get, entertainment, and I'm not going to be on the biggest stage at one of the biggest events on one of the biggest cards and not deliver.
I think Daniel knocks out Fabio Wardley. He just doesn't. He's fast. He's explosive. That may be enough, but I don't know.
What have you made of all of this?
Yeah, look, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I said yesterday at the presser that
You know, I think Daniel Dubois would just run over him, bro. Because Frazier Clark had the skills to do it. He just kept getting countered.
The lights, the camera, the stage are all just, it gets more and more grandiose. So again, I'm just honoured and privileged to be here, and I'm looking forward to the main event as well.
I think everyone else is looking forward to your fight especially and the main event. Thanks so much, Fabio. Good luck.
There you go, the big boys. The two very, very big boys as well. That's it. Your undercard fighters have now weighed in.
Okay.
What about the main event?
So here we go, guys. The main event here.
Versus Dmitry Bivol. We are very, very close now to another Riyadh season.
Yeah, Triple D was like Daniel, bro. Daniel would just. Daniel's a big boy, and he's an athletic, stocky bastard. You have to understand someone like Daniel Dubois, you know. Bro, give him that man his steps, man. Look, put some respect on his name, boy. Put some respect on his name. That's what he says. Put some respect on his name, boy. You have to, man, you know, because what he did to AJ, he did not waste time. He beat AJ up. Like he said, let's time to fight now. Bow! No more talking. Bow! I don't have to be articulate to fight. I don't have to find little wordy words, you know?
Joshua Francis Godzilla against Yes. Perfect matchup for a great fight.
Kurt, what about Fabio Wardley versus Jarrell Miller? Fabio could probably bounce. He could dance around. He could dance around him for a while. He could dance around him for a while.
Undisputed heavyweight title fight. Once you win the Olympic gold, that's one gold that you've won. Now it's time for the undisputed. It's just another step.
What Usyk has done there is incredible. He will put that one as one of the greatest of all time.
We're back in Riyadh.
So many people gassing Triple D on AJ having a bad night, and what's people going to say about AJ if he destroys Triple D in a rematch? Tony Lyons, the question is, that ain't what I'm asking you. The question you ask yourself is, what happens and what they going to say about Triple D when he loses? And that's what I see. I'm here for the fighter, bro, because this is what I think. I think the minute AJ knocks out Daniel Dubois, he's going to knock out Daniel Dubois. It's either one or two. Repeat or revenge. That's all you really have. Make no mistake about it. I think AJ's going to get him. I don't see AJ doing the same dumb stuff he did before. If he does, it's over for him. Hang it up. Go home to mom, and I'll see you later with all your money. You know, you'll find AJ in Dubai at some kind of whorehouse or somewhere, you know what I mean? Or in the Caribbean, chilling, hanging out with Kurt DeVille, something, right? But I don't see him doing that. I don't see him doing the same stupid stuff. They know what they got. They got a big bruiser, crusher, brawler, fighter, puncher, Daniel Dubois. And Daniel Dubois, he's going to do the same thing. He ain't going to learn anything new. You know what I mean? I don't think Daniel's getting any better. I think he's always been good. I just think now he's more durable because now he's a grown man. He's knocked all the fear webs off of him. Now he's ready for war. So yeah, you got what you got when you deal with Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois, the same Daniel Dubois that fought Joe Joyce offensively, is the same guy that you're going to get. Now, did he learn some defense? Yeah, he did. But do I see him, honing his skills? If he did that, I would be very impressed. But I think Triple D is just the guy that knew how to fight and knew how to punch and knew how to finish. You taking AJ to the whorehouse, Kurt? I'll take him to a whorehouse. I won't be there. You know? Yeah, I'll take him in there. Let him slam. Let him get his rocks off. I'll take AJ to Brazil. I think Brazil would be better, but he probably won't go to Brazil because Daniel went to Brazil. But I'll take him to Brazil. I'd rather take him to Brazil than DR. DR is kind of like it's cool. I love DR. Don't get me wrong. It's like a second home to me. But to take AJ to Brazil, I think that would, chicks in Brazil are a little bit more, especially like, I would take him to establishments. I wouldn't take him like out in the town and chicks in the street. No, I wouldn't do that to him. I wouldn't do that to AJ. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't want nothing to happen to him. Something, somebody takes some money or, you know what I mean, takes his ID or, you know what I mean, robs him or something, takes his phone. That happens a lot, bro. No, I wouldn't do that.
Bringing a perfect record of 20 fights, 20 victories, 20 wins by knockout. He is the reigning and defending unified WBC, WBO, IBF, undefeated light heavyweight world champion, Artur Beterbiev.
It's Artur. Man, Artur walking in there looking like he looking hype, man. He looking hype. Don't let me get out them drums. Oh, I don't have them drums tomorrow, though, kid. I'm going to have those drums tomorrow, though, kid. 23 fights. Hey, Bivol. What up? Woo.
First on to the scales will be Dmitry Bivol.
There we go.
Representing the WBA and the IBO, undefeated as a professional in 23 fights, 23 victories, 12 wins by knockout. On the scales, the undefeated Dmitry Bivol, 174.12 pounds.
174.12. 174.12.
His record, a perfect one. 20 fights, 20 victories, 20 big wins by knockout. The
Kurt, you could win a fight against Beterbiev, right? I wouldn't fight Beterbiev. I ain't fighting that dude. He ain't gonna maul me like a bear. I mean, you'd have to hurt him and hit him because he's coming for you.
174.9 pounds.
174.9. Look. Look at Beterbiev like he looking at them Bivol fans. You heard him, Bivol. Bivol's wife. Beterbiev.
General Entertainment Authority, Turkey al-Sheikh. And here are the two fighters facing off for the final time.
Here we go. The final face-off, baby.
Here we go. This is
It's been 25 years.
I have to be honest with you, a couple of years ago I think this fight was done, couldn't be made. Right? I mean, it wasn't as big commercial as the other undisputed fights, and because of that I felt
Kurt
like it
versus
wasn't going
Luis
to get made.
Ortiz.
With obviously the help of that man there,
He's a bad boy. Because Ortiz will come at you, bro. You're going to have to hurt him. Just catch him with a jab.
Because I've been waiting for this one.
Make him fall down.
I have goosebumps. This is special. Two of the finest boxers in world boxing, locking horns for all the marbles. Do not blink. This is special.
This is a boxing fantasy. This is one of those Christmas presents.
Artur didn't even say nothing.
This is the fight that every boxer would pick as their number one fight.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, goosebumps.
Bro.
And you get that tingle, don't you, when they go face to face?
Look, then they got that Rocky music, that Rocky 4 music going.
Here at the Q, by the way. I mean, we're in such a good position where we can see the crowd, and the crowd's
Man, I'm ready.
swell.
You know what I mean? I'm ready, dude.
I'm intrigued to hear the atmosphere before that first bell. It's going to be electric. The roof's going to come off, and the fight will not disappoint.
And
This
also,
is a special occasion.
look how diverse the crowd is as well. It's from everywhere, isn't it?
Dude.
I mean, this like you just can't get a better fight than this. You just...
£174.9 for Beterbiev.
Man, but Beterbiev look mad, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for the final face-off before they step into the ring, please welcome to the stage.
Bro, I can't wait.
Loads of big fights, and he
Wow. Oh, goosebumps.
He knows a big fight because we've seen loads of big fights, and you get that tingle, don't you? When they
Artur looks shook.
you just get that special feeling.
By the way, I mean, look at the crowd here at the Q, by the way. I mean, we're in such a good position where we can see the crowd, and the crowd's incredible. The way it's swelled. Just like Bivol's got the crowd, though.
He does.
Bivol got a crowd, bro.
To hear the atmosphere before that first
Bivol, Bivol. Yo, he got the crowd, kid.
This is a special occasion.
Look how diverse the crowd is as well. It's from everywhere. It's crazy. I mean, this is like
Man, I'm ready, dude. I don't know.
And when it plays out, you think who starts fastest, starts the best, gets the biggest chance.
All right, let's hear it from the unified light heavyweight champion, maybe the favorite for this one, Artur Beterbiev. He's with Olivia Zagler.
Do you know what's funny, Andy? As you come to me, Artur just looked at me and said, "We'll see." So that might be the answer to
We'll
most
see.
of these questions. But Artur,
We'll
how
see.
has fight week been for you?
Let's see.
Like usually.
What's your favourite part about these weeks? What's your favourite part about these weeks leading up to the fight?
Favorite part is fighting.
Fighting. He don't care about none of that. He cares about.
And this fight on Saturday night.
Like I said, we'll see.
We'll see.
Want to know,
We'll see.
you as a fighter, what do you do between now and tomorrow night? What are your plans for the next 24 hours?
Yes.
Be quiet and getting ready to fight.
Artur, thank you so much. Good luck on Saturday night.
Yeah, he got some fans, bro. Lee, he got some fans.
I am here with the other unified light heavyweight champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I've ever seen you this relaxed before a fight, and yet it's the biggest fight of your life. Why are you so chill?
Bivol versus Beterbiev.
I'm always like this. I'm chill, but I'm focused also.
I'm chill, but I'm
You
focused.
said your entire life you've been preparing for this moment. Now,
Strangeness,
this
what's up,
year,
brother?
you look
Kind of-
back on your life
To
and
you.
your career. What does this mean to you to have reached the apex?
It means a lot, but at the same time, I'm just trying to forget about everything what I went through. I say thank you for everything, for everyone,
and now I just focus on Saturday. And I just need to eat right, sleep, and be ready on October 12th.
Can you sleep before a fight like this? Is it hard to go to bed?
No, to be honest,
At zero price, we can help you.
So since 6 years old, I'm fighting. I'm in this mood. I have to sleep.
Yeah. A lot of fighters say they treat every opponent the same. In preparation for Beterbiev, do you treat this fight camp and this opponent the same as you have every other fighter?
Most of it, yeah. Most of it the same, because all my opponents I respect very well. I was preparing them for 100%, and for this fight also. I was trying to reach my limits for preparation. I was working hard.
You've got a lot of fans here that have come all the way to Saudi Arabia to watch you fight. What's your message to them right now, the eve before your big fight?
Thank you, guys. It's my friends from all over the world, from Russia, from Kyrgyzstan, from Moldova, from everywhere. Thank you guys for supporting me.
All right, best of luck to you. Eddie Hearn, if we could get a word in with you real quick. There's mega fights, there's big fights, but as far as 50-50 fight, I'm not sure we've had a fight like this in recent memory. What's your take on just the matchup between these two?
I think you had no two experts with the same pick. You know, you've got a lot of travelling fans turning in now. Anyone here for Artur Beterbiev? Small. Anyone here for Dmitry Bivol?
Okay. Anyone here for Eddie Hearn?
No one. Listen, this is a generational great fight. The best fight in the light heavyweight division for decades. Two ice-cold competitors. And, you know, for me, this is an opportunity for Dmitry Bivol to achieve a lifelong dream. He already slayed the pound-for-pound king in Canelo Alvarez. This is a bigger fight. This is a bigger night. This is what he wants more than anything. Get ready tomorrow night for an incredible card, top to bottom. Riyadh season explodes October 12th. Right next door in the Kingdom Arena. Don't miss it. I believe that Dmitry Bivol will be the undisputed world champion tomorrow night.
We shall see live on DAZN tomorrow night. Let's send it back upstairs to Artur.
Wow, I have goosebumps, honestly. Goosebumps because, again, it's a fight that I've been waiting for.
So, people. Yeah, we back, bro. Listen, we back again. Yes. Rascal Matt, Beterbiev literally has nothing for Beterbiev. Look, listen. I told you guys, he has a better chance to beat Bivol than he does Beterbiev, because Beterbiev styles make fights, man. He wouldn't. Someone like Beterbiev is going to mow you over. And if you don't knock him out, you have to do something to Beterbiev. You better hurt him. You better do what the last guy did that dropped him. But even he couldn't keep him off of him, because as soon as he got up, Drummond for life, what's up, brother? Counter punch to you in the building. When he got up, he smashed that boy. He did like his cousin, Nurmagomedov. I'm going to smash your boy. I'm going to smash your boy, guys. That's what he said. I'm going to smash your boy. And that's what he said, bro. And that's what he did. Those guys don't play. Artur is just more, you know, humble. He's just more humble. But yeah, he meant what he said. When I see a boxer like Bivol dismantling a fighter like Artur, it's why we appreciate the art of boxing of sweet science. RC player, absolutely. If that could happen and I see him do it, and we witness that together, that would be something very special to see. If Bivol can show that his footwork, his boxing ability, his defensive prowess can keep Beterbiev at bay from speed, timing, combinations, defense, and all the other things that he has in his repertoire, that would be very impressive to see. I'm no Bivol hater. I just know if it was probably somebody else besides Artur Beterbiev, I would have picked Bivol. I'm just letting you guys know that. I would have picked Bivol. But since it's not and it is Beterbiev, I can't go against him. I cannot say, you know what, he's going to beat Beterbiev, because I just can't see him doing that to Beterbiev. Beterbiev has too much experience with guys like that already. He's been in there with guys like Usyk and went to wars with guys like Usyk. Those punches are not going to deter him. Artur will catch Bivol and end him. Unfortunately for Bivol, because I like Bivol. I like them both, bro. It ain't like I dislike this guy. It ain't like my heart's telling me this guy's going to do it. No. This is my mind telling me that Artur Beterbiev is better at doing what he does better than Bivol is better at doing what he does. And what Bivol does cannot stop Artur Beterbiev from doing what he does. Okay? Does that make sense? I mean, he's just not going to stop Beterbiev for smashing him. Bivol can outbox him, and Bivol will show him why he's Bivol in that fight. I hope. Or he will be destroyed quickly or eventually. I think he will be destroyed eventually because I give Bivol more credit than that, because I am a fan of Bivol too. I don't want people to think I'm against Bivol. Just because I don't pick Bivol to win doesn't mean that I am against Bivol. A lot of people think that. A lot of fanboys. A lot of people get in the damn feelings about boxing, and I have to tell you, that's not the way to go. Get out of your feelings. You know?
I'll leave this door if you want to come.
They shouldn't be about feelings, it's about opinions. Bro, I catch flights. I don't catch feelings. You know? It's not just the power. The accuracy rating is very high in the punch. Yeah, and it's not just about the power. If it was just about the power, someone like Joe Smith would have beat Bivol, and that ain't the case. Joe Smith is a heavy-handed, light heavyweight. You can ask anybody that got hit by Joe Smith. Joe Smith will catch you and knock you in the next week. He will hurt you. But it's more than that. It's the experience. It's the timing. You know, Bivol, Bivol is going, it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be, and I think what's going to happen, that speed may give Beterbiev problems at first until he makes him mad, until he pisses him off, until he shows him like, you know what? I'm going to just come in. I'm going to smash you. I'm going to smash you. I'm going to wait till you throw 4 or 5 of those punches in your angles, and I'm going to throw a shot right over your guard or right over that one of those punches that you're rapidly throwing, bow, and catches him, and that's going to be the beginning of the end. It won't, because this fight will give us all the opportunity to see how strong-willed Bivol really is, because he's going against someone that I think not only can compete with him, but has better and bigger power, and someone that will be able to hurt him. I want to see Bivol pushed. I want to see him in adverse situations. Canelo was not that guy. He was not big enough. He didn't punch hard enough. He just didn't do it. I'm sorry. He didn't do that at all. Okay? So that's what that is. Bivol is a beast, Tony Lyons. I'm not taking nothing away from him. Again, I have to reiterate. Bivol, if he was fighting David Benavidez, I don't think David would have beat Bivol. I just don't. I think David would have a better chance of beating Bivol, someone that competitive in a weight class this competitive like the light heavyweight division. But unfortunately, he's fighting someone that I just don't see nobody beating right now except for Father Time. That's it. That's the only time and the only thing I see beating Artur. And it ain't going to be the fighter. It's going to be the fact that Artur just can't do what he used to do. But when I seen his ass do that handstand, do that two-way handstand on his arms and put his hands up, his legs up in the air like that, that showed me that this man has upper body strength, a steel beyond measure, and more than any other light heavyweight, probably cruiserweight as well. In fact, you know, the fight we may be looking at after this huge event would probably be Jai Apataya versus Artur Beterbiev, and then Artur Beterbiev versus Alexander Usyk. So this is what's going to happen. If Artur Beterbiev smashes Bivol, people are going to be like, what? And I'm going to be like, I told you so. Then David Benavidez may not fight him. If he doesn't fight him, he's going to fall through the cracks. But if Beterbiev then moves to cruiserweight and fights Jayapataya and beats Jayapataya, he gets derailed being the younger bloke, right? If he beats him, that's if he beats him. But if he does beat him, guess what does that mean for Artur Beterbiev? Someone like Usyk beats Tyson Fury. Understand? Alexander Usyk then comes to cruiserweight to retain the belt back from Artur Beterbiev, and they full circle and they come back to fight again. Artur Beterbiev then has already beat Bivol, which puts him pound for pound. Then he beats Jayapataya at cruiserweight, that puts him more on pound for pound. Then he will be the argumentative guy and contentious argument that he will be the best pound for pound versus Usyk just took out Tyson Fury. Guess what? He's already done that. So people will then think, you know what? Artur Beterbiev could probably stop Alexander Usyk, even though they're older, and they will be older in that point. Sounds nice, boy, but I don't see that happening. I'm just saying. Wishful thinking, maybe. But then again, if I'm right, give me my flowers, okay? Give me my props. Because, see, Artur Beterbiev, that dude punches a lot. He's like a tank when it comes to the light heavyweight division. That's why he's able to smash these boys and beat them into submission, because he hits a lot harder than the division's standards, okay? So, that being said, he's like Tank. Tank could fight and compete at 147. You know he could, because he punches hard enough. He just ain't doing it. But Beterbiev is. So Beterbiev, since he is willing to go to cruiserweight, that shows that he's able to, and he's willing to challenge himself, even at an older age. Whereas you got young-ass Tank that's, 30 years old. He ain't trying to do that. Okay, so that's why you look at, and that's why I don't look at Tank as one of those guys that are just way up there for pound, even though he's talented, even though he's powerful. He just won't challenge himself, unlike Beterbiev's doing. Okay, so if Beterbiev is willing to challenge himself and he takes out the young Jayapataya, and you think that's really out of the picture? No, because Bradus did it. I think a lot of people think Bradus beat Jayapataya, broke his jaw and everything. Do you think Artur, if he breaks your jaw, he's going to stop at that? He's going to break you down, and then eventually stop you. Bivol's wife is like Canelo's sister, insane. Yeah, it's crazy. Bro, I told you that. Remember I said they look alike? And I think she got some weird stuff going, bro. Listen, Dmitry Bivol's wife is on some different type of psycho stuff. To wish that type of ill will on somebody, that's bad. Tank pisses me off. What a waste of talent. Yeah. But, I mean, it just shows you that's what happens when Floyd Mayweather sinks his teeth into a fighter that possibly had potential. That's what he does, because that's what he's doing. And I think it's really all sabotage, to be real with you, because Floyd Mayweather, he doesn't want people to duplicate what he did when he was Pretty Boy. He wants people to duplicate what he did when he was Money, because without Pretty Boy, there would have been no money at all. And literally, there would have been no money, because he had to have a very successful career that really wasn't looked at like it probably should have been. But he had to have that before he ever became Money Mayweather. Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather gave birth to that old bald-headed mother sucker. Okay, that old bald-headed, bitter old man that didn't really want to fight too many people, but people that gave him the money. So he mixed black and brown, and him and Al Heyman had a formula to mix Mexicans and blacks together to fight. That's what they were doing. That's why he hardly ever fought guys like Lara or talented guys like that could probably beat him, because it would make him look ordinary. Not saying he couldn't beat Lara, but who said he could beat Lara? You see what I mean? Keith Thurman. He wasn't going to fight nobody like that, because someone like that, a regular person that doesn't have the following or the ego or the what's the word I'm looking for? Reputation, star power, like Floyd. Floyd wasn't going to risk all that, the record, the star power, the reputation, the love or the hate you had for him. He wasn't going to risk that to fight a very good fighter that really didn't have all that. He wasn't going to do that. He's not a Roy Jones. He's not. And he's teaching these children and these fighters of today how to be exactly like he is now, That's why they will never, ever, ever go anywhere in the boxing landscape like they could have been. People will look at them, but they'll never look at them like they looked at Floyd, like they looked at Manny, like they looked at Roy Jones Jr., like they looked at Muhammad Ali, like they looked at Oscar De La Hoya, like they looked at Pernell Whitaker, like they looked at Roberto Duran or Sugar Ray Leonard or Marvin Hagler. You know what I'm saying? I can go on with the list, and he's crippling these guys' potential because he's making them follow this particular path where they will never, ever, ever be great. And that's my counterpunch on that. You know? Bivol's wife is off here, nut. Is off here, nut. Yeah, it is a shame, bro. It is a shame how, you know, and I think he purposely did that because he doesn't want to see any of those fighters overpass him or surpass him. Like, look at Carl Froch. He doesn't want to be a Carl Froch. Carl Froch is a guy that is bitter. You can tell Carl's bitter as hell. Carl's mad about stuff that just pretty much, you know, outdone him, outlived him, you know, he's one of those guys. He thinks his legacy is in jeopardy because someone does more or better than him. And he hates that. That's an ego. That's that big wall of ego that Carl Froch has. Don't get it wrong. Carl Froch would probably beat the hell out of a lot of people, including me on the stream. I would have to hurt Carl. You know what I mean? If, you know what I mean? Like if Carl don't drop me in 2 or 3 punches, I would have to hurt Carl. I'd have to grab him, submit him. You know what I mean? Put him in an arm bar or something. But straight up, Carl Froch can fight. Oscar De La Hoya, same thing. You don't want to mess with guys like that. Those guys are not old. They're older. They are former fighters. Do you know what that means? This guy's muscle memory, what he normal does every day, just like that, without breaking a sweat, could knock you out. 2-3 punch combo. Bat, bat, bat. You're on the ground wondering, I didn't say anything. Yeah. Oscar is on that coca. Coca or not. That dude, you don't want to fight Oscar De La Hoya. You don't want none. You don't want none. I don't care how much coke he snorts. You don't want to fight Oscar De La Hoya, bro. At 51 years of age, you do not want none. You don't want none of Carl Froch either. Carl Froch will destroy you. That's why Carl, why do you think Carl is calling out all these guys? Jake Paul and who else is he calling out? He was calling out somebody else. John Fury and guys like that, because he knows that he's still in shape. You look at Carl. Carl ain't got no beer gut. Carl works out every day. He just got the salt and pepper. If he wouldn't have, like if his hair wouldn't gray, that dude would probably look about 35. Let's just be real. Carl Froch would probably look about 36, 37 years of age. He would look 10 years younger if it wasn't for the grays in his hair. He just don't care. He ain't dyeing them because, he's one of those guys. He's too proud for that. Okay. But no, Carl Froch is in good shape, bro. Oscar De La Hoya, I think he's more artificial because he got an artificial broad. I think they're in that artificial Hollywood like lifestyle. But Carl Froch, yeah. You don't want to mess with Carl. Yeah, he had a nose job, but again, that helps him because his overall, that hump in his nose was due to him taking punches and breaking his nose. You know? I had to talk to my peeps. Let's see, no sound. No, we're back on. We're back on. Having a chip on his shoulder got Carl Froch to where he is. He's used to that. Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's doing well. His channel's doing great, and you know, got to take my hat off to him. But it doesn't change the fact, though, that he does have a chip on his shoulder, bro. I think. But here's the thing, Kurt in the WWE. Nah, it's like Ali versus Foreman, power versus skill. No, I don't even look at it like that. I look at that as more of a, see, Foreman was a guy that was just a young, destructive guy. See, you know what was disappointing about AJ and Dubois? AJ's supposed to have been where Ali was in his career versus Dubois was supposed to be where Foreman was in his career. You know what I mean? So that's what made it so, but it just shows you how important and how special Muhammad Ali, Rumble, young man Rumble was, right? That just shows you that. That's why Ali is Ali and Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You see what I mean? There's a difference. There's a difference in desire and skill and what you know how to do versus what you believe you can do, but you may not be able to do. Okay, Nikki Blue Eyes Austin in the building. Good evening, though, Kurt. Yeah, I've been here just cooking dinner right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate the love. What you cooking? Good looking. It's boxing. Going to get wet if you going to swim. Absolutely. Bivol versus Beterbiev is like Ali versus Foreman, power versus skill. No. No. See, that's more like because see, in that point you're comparing. See, I don't have any problem. For one, Bivol. Is Bivol really Ali? But then Foreman, bro, Foreman had power. Foreman, did he have all that hell of a technique? Not necessarily. But then Bivol, I think it's disrespectful to call him Foreman at that time because Foreman wasn't the guy that knocked out Michael Moore. That was a young Foreman. Beterbiev is not young. Now, in retrospect, with brute force versus whatever Bivol has in his attributes as boxing, I guess. I guess you could say that. You know, maybe I'm looking at that too anally, but still. You know, I know, right? Take a chill pill. Cool. I think I'll take one. I get what you're saying. It is the skills versus the bruteness, but Artur has skills too, bro. So if you see him do something like, oh shit, I didn't know he could do that, there you go. And old Foreman KO'd Moore, but that was just the experience of knowing like what he could do versus what he couldn't, and what people thought he couldn't do as well. I'm just cooking some fried chicken wings and pita bread, nothing special. Hell, I want some. That sounds good, actually. I went and I had some, they got over here at Popeyes, they got ghost pepper wings. And they're normally good. They're a little spicy. And a guy gave me a lot of them for like $6. So they're about to close, right? Well, they weren't about to close. He just hooked me up. And I ate them and they had no seasoning on them. They were bland as hell and they were just fried, bland chicken with no seasoning, and it sucked. You know? It sucked, guys. You know? So, it is what it is. I got to get ready to get out of here. I got to drop some more videos. I got to do 2 more shorts. That'll make 5 after this. So I have 9 plus a live stream. Tomorrow we're going hard. Probably about noon tomorrow. Noon or 1 o'clock my live stream will be. I will set the live stream for tonight so you guys will know what time I'm going live. Set your notifications, please, because it's going down for a legendary, first of its kind, light heavyweight undisputed fight between 2 undisputed champions in a 4-belt era. You have to be there, guys. Please watch this fight. Please enjoy and experience with me this opportunity to see a great fight. Skill versus power, will versus skill, whatever you want to call it. That's exactly what it is. If you were in the UK, if you taste my food, you would ask, I don't have a food shop. Bless Kurt. I heard that. You know, maybe one day, because I am going to the UK. Bars. I'll be there with you, bro. Absolutely. Go get Undisputed, Kurt. Absolutely. Tony Lyons, Skrilla 50, Nikki Blue Eyes Austin, St. Don, Vincent N, Eunice Butterball, Lee Foster. Who else is in this piece? Mike Hunter, Parker 432. All you guys, Jaxman Pennant, which I think is actually better, bro. Jaxman Pennant sounds cool. Stuart, everybody, thank you all for coming on. God bless you all. See you tomorrow. We will be live. I'll bring my conga drums. Oh, I'm getting a conga. It's not a conga drum, but I'm getting my goa drums, and I will be there. The war drums will be on deck, okay? We will have a good time. You guys be good. Stay tuned for the next content coming very soon. And everyone has been counterpunched. Peace!